So the CW is reportedly eyeing another Arrowverse related spin-off for the 2020-2021 year. And this one is supposed to be a direct spin-off of Arrow in some form or another. Which is weird because we thought that Batwoman was basically taking Arrow's slot in the Arrowverse, so for the fact that they're trying to get another actual Arrow show to take over from Arrow is interesting. But I thought it'd be fun to get speculate on what TV show we'll be seeing. The two prevalent theories that everybody's talking about is one, Birds of Prey with Katie Cassidy, Juliana Harkavy, Katie Lotz, all that, maybe even The Huntress. And the other one is the future flash forwards from Arrow, like the Star City 2040 one. Personally, I think the Star City 2040 spin-off is much more likely. Birds of Prey is a little bit weird. Like, I would love Birds of Prey TV show, like a proper one, not like the one that was back in the early 2000s. It's the fact that the movie is coming out. Like, I know that DC are a lot more lax with their characters now, but I don't know how safe they would want to play it with having a Birds of Prey TV show and a Birds of Prey movie, like, out in the same vicinity. Like, I get the TV show could probably give them an advertising boost for the movie and all that, but I just don't know if DC or WB would let that slide. If we were to do a Birds of Prey TV show, though, I think it would be pretty awesome to have Katie Cassidy lead the show as the Black Canary from Earth 2. We would probably have Juliana Harkavy as the other Black Canary, and then Katie Lotz as the White Canary. And it'd be good to have Huntress and characters like that. But I had an episode in season 2 called Birds of Prey, and it's been something they've kind of been leading up with so long now, and the fact that they haven't actually full on done it besides the one episode in season 7 is kind of frustrating. So I think a TV show will be a good way to go with that. In terms of the Star City 2041, I personally wouldn't like this one too much. I think that the flash forwards were the worst part of season 7, and I'm not looking forward to them in season 8. And I just don't find Mia, William, Connor, I don't find those characters that interesting, and I don't know if they could hold a show on their own, especially since we know that Emily Beth Rickards, who plays Felicity, is pretty much done with the Arrowverse. I don't think she would come back for a Star City 2040 TV show. And because of that, it means that the newbies would have to hold the show themselves without a lot of the old Arrow cast. Unfortunately, this one feels most likely because we've been hearing rumors for a while now about how a Star City 2040 TV show is in the works and whatnot, especially since they were such a big part of Arrow Season 7 and presumably Season 8 that it really does make sense that this is where they're leading up to. The only thing is that apparently there hasn't been any talks about the 2040 TV show, but that the cast and the crew and all that will be ready to do one if they were asked to. So the fact that they haven't actually been approached about one yet kind of does make me feel a little bit iffy about if this is a legit thing, because if they're eyeing an Arrow spin-off for 2020, it feels like the people who are working on Star City 2040 would already have been approached about making one rather than just now like finding out about this Arrow spin-off thing with everybody else. It's also possible that they're just lying about it, they're lying to hide the fact that they are working on one, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like that to me. Unfortunately, the fact that they said it's a complete Arrow spin-off kind of crosses out things like that Superman TV show with Lois Lane and all that, all those sort of stuff. One Arrow spin-off that I would absolutely love to see would be a Deathstroke TV show with Manu Bennett returning as the character, mainly because the character still has so much story to tell in the Arrowverse, especially considering like his son Jericho and all that, and Grant Wilson, people like that, but also the fact that it would be something very unique and different to what we've seen before. Like, yes, the Birds of Prey show will be different, yes, the Star City 2040 show will be different, but they stem straight from Arrow. Like, they're characters that we've seen be the protagonists of in Arrow already, and doing like, you know, another group shows would be very kind of reminiscent of Legends of Tomorrow. Having a solo hero show, you know, we already have the one Batman, Flash, Supergirl, and I guess Black Lightning as well. I just think Deathstroke would be a very interesting way to go because he's a very morally grey anti-hero. He will be working on his lonesome, doing whatever it takes, killing people to get, you know, the information he needs or whatnot to find his son. Also, it'd be cool seeing him being like an assassin going around on hits and whatnot. Maybe we have characters like Flash or Supergirl have to come up against him once or twice when he's going to kill somebody who they don't, like, you know, he's an assassin. Like, he might be good and he might have the best kind of, he might be the good guy, but he still does a lot of morally great things that people like Barry and Kara would not, you know, want to let him do, and it would be cool to see kind of them come up against him, but we wouldn't be seeing it from the hero's point of view this time, we would be seeing it from Slade's point of view. Just, there's a lot of ways they could go with that, and I think that would be really, really cool to do. Unfortunately, I don't think they would do that, especially since Manu Bennett, he kind of seems relatively done with the role. Like, he used to talk about the role a lot, even when he wasn't playing the character, but ever since season 6, he's kind of not been mentioning the character much, which seems like he might have moved on from it. But I think he did say before that he would love to do a Deathstroke TV show, so I would love to see him come back for that, if you want to. We could also see a Suicide Squad, or I guess Ghost Initiative TV show. Well, they'll probably call it the Ghost Initiative, because for the same reason Birds of Prey, there's a Suicide Squad movie. But the Ghost Initiative TV show would be cool. Probably I think I would like this more than the Star City 2040 TV show, but less than Birds of Prey or Deathstroke. But yeah, this is kind of another cool thing that they could do, like from Deathstroke, where it's things from the villain's point of view, where they don't have quarrels with killing people or doing what needs to be done to get the job done, which kind of would set them apart from Legends of Tomorrow, because even though there is villains on Legends of Tomorrow like Captain Cold and Heatwave, they weren't really murderous villains in a way that they would kill anybody for any reason at all. It wasn't like they were super villains, I guess. They still had kind of a code that they stuck to. It'd be cool to see villains who don't really have that and really just will do whatever it takes. But yeah, those are just a couple ideas for Arrow spin-off shows, but again, I think Birds of Prey or Star City 2040 are the most likely, considering they're the ones everyone's talking about. But what kind of spin-off do you want to see? Is there any I did mention that you would like to see? And if you have any ideas for Marvel or DC videos you'd like me to do, please let me know, and I would love to do them. And if you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and all of that, and I hope you have an awesome day.